Hey, good Friday afternoon, Horizon Church. So, just a quick going to green update. As you probably know, our area has recently joined those areas in Pennsylvania that are now under green. It's a week later than we initially thought when we sent out that letter to those of you who got the letter, maybe 2, 3 weeks ago. We were thinking it would be last week, but it's this week, and finally it's here. As of today, Friday, our area is under green. Now, I've already had a couple small groups of people who are attending Horizon. Those families of people who are here serving every week, they've been here. Sometimes some leaders have, and a few other people who are the most isolated have already been here. But because we're now in green, we're able to extend invitations to a larger group of people to be with us on our Sunday services. Now, in order to do this, we've actually been using the responses that you sent in on those response cards. And I hope that all of you who have participated in Horizon before got a letter along with the response card. And I hope you sent it in. I think we've got about 60 of those response cards back. Now, judging by the response cards, it seems that most of you are content to just wait. You're not yet ready to come back to church if we're wearing masks, etc. So I'm guessing that that means that watching our services with a bowl of Captain Crunch in your lap and coffee by your side is more appealing than being here, and that's hunky-dory. But for those of you who said you are ready to return and you're ready to start coming back to our building for our services, if you responded that way in your response card, then in the past week you should have gotten an email or perhaps a letter from Linda Brownback inviting you to come to our service this Sunday. Now, if you did not get an email from Linda, a couple of we got your response cards later than when we were compiling our list last week. So you may not have gotten an email yet, but just kind of hang in there, be patient, and you should get an email from Linda within a week or so. Or if you want, you can simply contact the church office and we'll fill you in. Now, in that letter, for those of you who are ready to return to the church, to our building for our Sunday services, in that letter, Linda spelled out the guidelines that we expect the people of Horizon Church to follow. Now, you may choose to do otherwise. You may not be a fan of the guidelines. You might disagree with her guidelines. If you want to know how I personally feel about having to wear a mask, and how I feel about having to wear the guideline or follow the guidelines, what I truly hope you will do is to take a look at the YouTube morning prayer for June 19th, like 24 minutes long. I hope you will watch the whole 24 minutes so you can understand how I feel about this and why I think it's important for you as a follower of Jesus Christ and a part of Horizon Church to just kind of follow along with what Scripture talks about when it comes to some of this stuff. So that's what we'll be doing. We're inviting a group of you. Those of you who said you're ready to come back, you should have gotten an email from Linda. If not, you can either wait or contact the church office and we'll kind of let you know what's going on. For those of you who are content to just kind of hang in there and wait, that's fine too. I wish, I don't know about you, everybody is saying we're just sick of this. I wish it was over. I wish this had never happened. But to quote a great theologian in the disguise of a wizard's outfit, so do all who see such times, but that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the times given us. And that has been quoted dozens of times as we walk through this from Gandalf in Lord of the Rings, who talked about the fact that we don't get to decide what we're dealing with in this world. What we get to decide is how we're going to deal with it. So for those of you who have said you are ready, I look forward to seeing you Sunday or the next Sunday or two. For those of you who are not yet ready and are going to watch from home, I hope you know that you are still Horizon Church, whether you are here or sitting in your living room. I hope you know that you're still Horizon Church. I hope that you're still willing to be the horizon point, which is why we named our church what we did. The horizon is a place where heaven and earth connect. And I hope that you're still willing to be that, a kind of place where heaven and earth connect. I hope you are still willing to be, whether you are at home or in a building, a place where we are trying to help people to connect with God and with each other. So that's what we are up to. Hope that answers some questions. I truly do love you all. And I look forward to the day sometime in the future when we get to see each other live and in person, when we actually get to shake hands for real. And for those of you who are huggers, okay, I will even agree to hug a couple of you. So that'll happen someday, all right? In the meantime, look forward to seeing you soon, and love you all. Goodbye.